Yo, what's up, homies? Long time no see, huh? Well, it's only gonna be like that for a little bit longer. I've been moving everything. There's a lot of things to move. Got a lot of cool stuff getting ready to be happening, y'all. So, dipping out of South Florida, heading up to Ocala National Forest here pretty soon. I've already scoped the place out. I'm going to be needing some of you guys as far as some volunteer help to do some land preservation up there to get the new Eco Preservation Project headquarters going on. But there's some awesome things getting ready to happen, even to the point where when you guys book tours and adventures with me, you'll be able to book a cabin next to my cabin kind of thing. And we can hang out in the woods together. Play a little guitar around the campfire and tell some stories and eat some good campfire food and have ourselves a darn good time. Where I'm heading up there, there's 5 amazing natural springs, all within 25-minute drive. So that's pretty incredible. Not to mention, these properties are in the Ocala National Forest. In fact, the little spot that we're going to be making the Eco Preservation Project headquarters with the little educational learning building and all kinds of cool stuff that's going to go up, that's surrounded on all 4 sides by the National Forest. So we're going to have a little bit of room to wiggle our toes a bit again. And I'm really excited about that. I haven't been too present on YouTube, I admit. I've just had a lot of things going on. And it wasn't until last week when I escaped up to these cabins in Ocala National Forest that I realized just how stressed and unreasonable I've kind of been as far as I come into a situation where I had to move again. The little trailer house that I rent got sold. That's the second time that this has happened to me in just 6 months. And I was looking around, and other single-wide 70s trailer houses in even worse conditions were like $3,000 a month. And I was trying to go to the ocean to chill, and there's no parking spots at the ocean. And got hungry, and wasn't any parking spots at restaurants. Drove to the 3rd grocery store when I finally found a parking spot where I could go inside and get food. And it dawned on me, why do I live here? There is so many people here now in Southwest Florida that it's just not even fun for me anymore, you know? It's like the only wilderness that exists is state parks that you got to pay a tab to get in and follow all kinds of rules that you can't even remember. There's so many, you know. So it was time for me to pull up stakes and go to a place where there's enough wilderness that I can live wild again. You know, where I don't have to be in a backyard that feels like 30 other people's backyard. Now my backyard will be 450,000 acres of national forest that nobody can develop and build on and all these other things. So we'll be able to have a place to go now and a place to be able to escape to. And I think that that's pretty awesome. I've got some cabins in the works that are already all I need to do is get some stuff cleaned out, organized, and a couple new beds and stuff. And we're going to be renting out some cabins kind of thing, where you can come stay by me, and people are like, well, are you going to be there? Well, is a bullfrog's butt watertight? It sure is. Otherwise they'd sink, I'm sure. But yeah, it's going to be nice, guys. I'm going to be able to do a lot more with my lifestyle as well. And people, what about the artificial reefs and the ocean? And well, the way Florida works these days, we've allowed so many people to come here that it doesn't do you any good living 5 minutes from the ocean, because it's still an hour drive. And when I'm done with a day's work, I'd much rather be in a forest and surrounded by cement and people, you know. So when people purchase the artificial reefs, I'm still going to be installing them. But it's one of those things where I only spend maybe 1 or 2 days a month installing artificial reefs because not very many people purchase them, you know, and I don't make them. I buy them from the manufacturer, and, you know, so I haven't figured out how to grow a money tree yet, even though I've got a pretty good green thumb. Otherwise, I'd be putting in more reefs. But it's not like anything of the artificial reef projects or anything else is going to end. Everything's going to be rolling just like it has been, only there's going to be a heck of a lot more going on. A lot more opportunities for people to be able to volunteer their time. A lot more opportunities for people to book some amazing adventures with me. Even overnight adventures all year round. Versus in the past, I've only been able to offer camping, you know, certain months out of the year here in Florida. Otherwise, you're just going to die of heat exhaustion. Well, not with air conditioning cabins, y'all. I mean, it can be July and we can still have ourselves a time. You know, so really looking forward to that. The process of getting moved over here or over there, that's going to be a little bit of a struggle. Plus, I've got like 20 of these things sitting in front of me that I bagged up from the different stuff that you guys purchased from my website. So I really, really appreciate the support, especially right now, because it's kind of expensive moving. And it's cool to know that there's some support. My bed's bad enough that I'm pretty sure I need to just donate that to anybody who wants it from the road. It's in bad enough shape. I don't know if it's worth me hauling there. So I'm going to probably just invest in a new bed because I'm sure you guys know my back's not the greatest, and I think it would be a pretty smart investment. So, yeah, guys, I know it's been a little bit, but I promise here pretty soon there's going to be some super, super cool content coming out. You know, just for example, like soon as I get posted up out there, I'm going to be taking this half a buffalo that I got. This is a nice chunk of rawhide right here. Rawhide is when it's not buckskin, but like hard leather. So I'll be making some cool powwow drums. I'm going to be making my friend a drum. You know, so we're going to be doing some cool stuff. Plus, we won't have the limitations of city limits anymore. We'll be able to just do what we want to do in the woods that we want to do it in. And I think that that's great. I'm super, super grateful for the people in my life that has made this opportunity happen. Starting an educational center, you know, in the woods for kids has been a dream of mine for a long time. And I honestly figured that it would take probably another 10 or 20 years to actually make that happen. You know, because I got a big heart and an empty wallet. But I've been making friends through the years, you know, and it's another awesome guy that owned the land, and he always envisioned it, you know, being something that helped children, you know, and then old Captain Planet comes along and it's like, hey, this is why tribes exist, you know, we team up together and we're able to accomplish more. So just like Sitting Bull said, let us put our minds together and see what life we can make for our children. You know, I think that that's pretty cool, pretty cool. So stay tuned, y'all. I'm going to get through this here last few weeks of moving stuff. There's a bunch of junk, skulls and furs and whatnot, but things are about to get really, really, really cool with the Eco Preservation Project. Stay tuned, y'all.